the open world free-to-play shooter Arc Raiders is definitely one of my most anticipated game of whatever year it releases, and especially after seeing the new footage that we've just received, which you're also seeing on screen right now. For the simple fact that, first of all, this game is being made by Embark Studios, a massive studio comprised of veteran developers who have mostly worked on games like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, A Way Out, and Mirror's Edge. What better team to create a photorealistic shooter like this than ex-veteran Battlefield devs. Arc Raiders also doesn't look like your everyday game, but will include a ton of unique things to do, as well as being in a world full of wildlife, weird robots, and players. So let's just get into it right away. Almost no one has covered this yet, but Arc Raiders just recently received new footage and details of its massive open world and what you can do in it, and boy does it look beautiful. The entire world of Arc Raiders is made of photogrammetry and careful photos and videos from real life and real location to create a realistic feeling, just like you're fighting in a real post-apocalyptic planet Earth. Now, before we get into it, quick description of the game at its core. Arc Raiders is a cooperative third-person shooter where you and your squad of raiders unite to resist the onslaught of Arc, a ruthless mechanized threat descending from space, all in a free-to-play photorealistic environment on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X in 2024. You play as one of the raiders, a rogue group of resistant spiders. With the help of a patchwork early warning system, you fight to protect your home against enemies dropping from orbit with the help of other players. Arc is faceless and unfeeling, but no one could accuse Arc of being unresponsive. In fact, Arc responds to resistance with ever-increasing destruction. At its core, you need to scavenge the ruins of the past to find tools, weapons, resources to survive, wield tools and gadgets to outsmart the enemy, and use on-the-fly tactics, your surroundings, and physics to your advantage. Now, here is a part of the official Arc Raiders game map, comprising of a mostly desert/volcano environment. What they don't tell you off the bat though is this isn't just desert, but there will be forests, huge spaces of waters, cities, villages, and so on. At the top left, we can see some kind of city next to the white dunes. At the top right, we can see different lakes with what looks to be a dam. At the bottom left, we can see a volcano, which, knowing these devs, they will definitely use this volcano against us in some way. And as you can see in the gameplay trailer as well, those environments have a lot of desert but do not look the same, which is a really good thing. We will have different kind of buildings to explore depending on where we are, interiors to go into and find secrets, wildlife to see, and more. The atmosphere, the lighting inside the buildings, and with the day and night cycle, just the overall graphics are looking really impressive. Some of the environments do remind me of Mad Max in some ways, which I very much like. Both the film and the game is awesome. The world of Arc Raiders is said to be exceptionally compelling and lends to many ways to play. Over the course of the last year, the devs started to concept and prototype a PvP-focused game mode in the Arc Raiders universe that they're eager to spend more time on before the game's release. So the game will feature both a PvE and PvP mode. The PvE mode leans heavily into team-based gameplay and puts dynamism, physicality, and destruction front and center. Keep in mind guys, Embark Studios are the same people that are creating the Finals, which are creating Arc Raiders as well. Some of the industry's most experienced first-person shooter developers are at the Embark, says the studios itself. Their ambition with this game is to combine new and old genres with groundbreaking technical innovation into something unique and consequential. One of the many enemies you'll be fighting in-game is the roller butt, which is a vicious ball of pain that only wants to kill. Though if you can knock this thing out, Arc machinery is useful for crafting better weapons, which help when you'll be fighting bigger robots. On the downside, roller bots are known to travel in packs. The big four-legged robots is the final big boss of the game, and this thing has a mind of its own, created through months and months of development. It will react to the environment, what's around it, and will use it to its advantage. It's not just standing there waiting to be destroyed like a classic boss battle. No, it's moving over the world and will give you a really hard time. The game will also feature different characters to choose from and customize, with different weapons to craft, customize again, and more. You'll also have a snap hook, which is basically like a grappling hook that you can use on everything, even the enemies. For more on Arc Raiders, like the video right now and subscribe.